It's time now for Anderson Speedway's Track Talk. Catch up with everything that's going on at Anderson Speedway with Rick Dawson and Gary Mong.
Good evening, afternoon, or morning, whenever you're listening to us. This is Anderson Speedway's Track Talk. Rick Dawson, Gary Mong. We are at the Mounds Mall Special Events Studio on Tuesday evening. Oh yeah,
Okay, now I'm on.
I got to turn your microphone on.
You don't want me to talk, do you?
little nippy out there today,
is.
but it's not frigid like it could be. We
That's
haven't
right.
even had a frost yet. Talking like maybe Sunday morning, but it's still not going to be bone-chilling cold.
It's not going to bother us.
Looks like the weekend's going to be nice and sunny.
Yep.
Hopefully no wind, and so the upper 50s will feel comfortable.
That'll feel good.
We're starting earlier this weekend. We start at 6 o'clock.
Yes.
So we'll be done before it gets cold. But we had a great crowd, a lot of cars in the pits Saturday night.
Great racing, too.
And some really good racing. Crowned 3 different champions and 3 different sanctioning bodies
Right.
Saturday night at Anderson Speedway. We had the USSA Sprints there, and Grant Galloway set the fast time. And Jeff Kaiser, who at one point in time, it's been several years ago, actually owned the track record.
He did, in the wing sprint car, if
I
I'm
believe
not
Jeff's
mistaken.
from Fort Wayne, if I'm not mistaken. But he won the feature over local veteran Donnie Adams Jr. Good to see him back out
Yes.
there again. And Travis Wellpot had a
great showing, didn't he?
great finish.
Yeah.
And Mark Hall also, local guy, had a great finish. So Jeff Kaiser, Donnie Adams, Travis Wellpot, and Mark Hall were the top 4 in the USSA Sprint feature. We had Kenyan midgets.
That was a great race there.
They always put on
Yes,
a
they
good
do.
show. And Logan Hugler set fast time, and Kyle O'Gara won the first heat. Ryan Hugler won the second one, and Dameron Taylor, grandson of Sonny Taylor, the owner of our EMAS ambulance service,
I did not know that.
won the feature. Him and Kyle O'Gara were battling for the points championship, and when it was all said and done, Dameron won the battle, but Kyle O'Gara won the war.
He sure did.
He did in convincing fashion. I think he won like 13 features with the Melkenyan midgets.
But those
this
two
year.
have been kind of 1-2 all year long, haven't they?
Yeah,
Great
they
battling.
have put on great show, and I think they're the two that put on
Yes.
the photo finish at the Bob Carey Memorial at Anderson
Right.
Speedway back in August. So Kyle O'Gara, and he has racing in his blood, as I believe Sarah Fisher is his
I hear it's brother-in-law, is what I was told.
brother-in-law.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not brother. Somebody told me it was brother at one
No,
time, but
brother-in-law.
it's Sarah Fisher's brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And so he's had some good teaching, and
And I understand she was there rooting him on.
she was. I didn't get to see
I
her
didn't
though.
get to
She
see
was,
her, but I heard she was there.
She was out in the stands, and I didn't get to see her. But she's a great gal too,
Yes.
and donated some things for us for the American Cancer Society
That's
and our Paint the
wonderful.
Night Pink. So she's always good to do that
Yes.
with the folks. So we'll talk a little bit more about the Paint the Night Pink and the success we had with that. We had the CSR Super Cups there, and Zachary Tinkle.
He did a repeat.
He did the same thing he did the last
He
time,
did.
didn't he? He won it. He set fast time, won his heat. Maggie Struthers, gal, won the second heat, but Zachary Tinkle, for the second time in a row, won the feature.
It's now become his favorite track, is it, in his interview.
Again?
Yes. He's a great kid. He's only 13 years old.
Well, I
What a
was
great
watching
kid.
him Friday night practice that 53 car, and I mean, he just has a line, and
He
those are
does.
momentum cars, and he doesn't lose any in the corners.
No, he
just
doesn't.
does a good time. Pure Vape Indy fast cars. We had a bunch of them.
We did. 14
there.
strong.
Jeremy Morris set fast time. Kenny Smith, Jason Reynolds both won their heat races, and Kenny Smith won the feature over Jason Reynolds, Jeremy Morris, Sonny Williams, and Bruce Harper. And then we had the championship for the WOSF. How about WOFS
There you go.
figure 8 cars?
And it was a great one.
Mike Hadley set the fast time. I did not get to see any of this race, so we're going to have to listen to your commentary. But a well-known name in figure 8 racing, Austin Tunney, won the feature. Mike Hadley was second. Mike Riddle Jr. was third. And it was good to see Ben Tunney there. He had broke his arm in a pretty horrific crash down in Jeffersonville a couple of weeks ago. And he's there and healing up, and told me a little bit about the surgery he did, and he's getting healed up well, and
good. Said
Mark's doing well. So good to see the Tunneys there, and they were there too. And I'm not sure the relation of Austin, but
I think he might be a cousin.
He's a Tunney.
Because Jesse and Ben, I believe, are brothers, and Jesse was there. But I think that's the fourth different Tunney that's won at the track. I think all four of them, Ben, Jesse, Mark, and now Austin have all won at the Anderson Speedway.
Well,
but I've told people that on that race there, Rick, is one of those that it made you.
Pucker's what the word you've been using.
I wasn't going to use it on the radio, but that's okay. But it was very good.
It's kind of gross when you think about it.
You had an intense battle going on for the championship at the front there, along with the crossover action.
Who was running for the points?
Mike Hadley Jr. and Mike Riddle Jr. I think it was like 4 or 5 points separated the two going into Saturday night's race. So it was anybody's championship to go for there. And Mike had it for a little bit, Riddle, and then Mike Hadley got through the field there and got ahead of him there. So it was such a great battle, and then the crossover action was really good too. So it was good racing. It was good outlaw figure eight racing.
We had another Tunney in the race, Jesse. But evidently his car.
Something happened to it there just early in the race. Yes, don't know what
Any incidents?
Just a couple spin outs, but nothing major by no means. We had one stalled there at the intersection there with 4 laps to go, so we had to do a restart there, and made the finish quite exciting. But the guys raced real clean. Nothing real major happened, but like I said, the crossover action was really good this time around.
Well, it was Paint the Night Pink at the Speedway for breast cancer awareness. Right. American Cancer Society, and another organization that helps people that are inflicted with the disease with their transportation and medical costs. And I'm sorry I can't remember. Nash, I got this off of Amy. It's she for it or something like that. And I will get that information because it's a very good organization. They actually did the 50-50 and had the booth set up in front. But Amy is telling me today, and I think we're still getting some numbers in, but we raised over $1,700.
Wow.
Saturday night for breast cancer awareness. So that's pretty good. It's a worthy cause and obviously something that we would like to.
I think this season, Rick, all of our charities have done really well out there, and that's great.
The organization is She for Life.
She for Life, okay.
And they do great work, and we've all probably known somebody that's been inflicted with it. As we talked last week, a good friend of ours, actually was employee here at Wolf Boom Radio, just lost her battle, Kathy Sumner, with breast cancer. And so we got to do everything we can to keep that from happening again. So, again, our Anderson Speedway family stepped to the front, and actually the winner of the 50-50 won. The winner
donated the money.
He donated the money back.
Yes.
And all this money that was raised this weekend at Speedway stays in Madison County too. So
fantastic.
that's even more important. So thank you to all of our fans and our drivers and competitors. They're big contributors.
Everybody stepped up to the plate, didn't they?
Andrew Cook had his. Actually, if you were there a couple of weeks ago, you seen that he had his car decaled in pink, and we had it on display and a lot of things up front. Kenny did a lot of work with the track.
He did.
We had a pink start-finish line. We had our pink flags up all over and pink ribbons all over the place. So it's neat to be able to do that, and I think we did our part too.
The place looked good for it. Looked really well represented.
A couple of weeks ago, we had our final season championships. Jack Dawsey III won our McGonigal Engine late model points championship.
He did.
And
for the second straight year.
And Josh Poore, no stranger to championships, won the street stock points again. And on the line with us right now is Mr. Josh Poore. Josh, how are you doing this evening, buddy?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing great. How many championships is this for you? I was going to research that.
It's 3 at the track.
Good deal.
Josh is, and we talk about you all the time. I don't know if you get the word, but we consider you one of those guys that
Very
can
versatile.
get in about any kind of a race car and be good in it. And we enjoy watching it. You had a dominant car this year and a pretty commanding points championship, but you did have some very good competition, Josh. Tell us a little bit about your season.
Yeah, it started out the beginning of the year. I was really excited because Jimmy Kirby and Calvin Parham started out, and they both won championships. So I was kind of looking forward to challenging them, and slowly something happened with both of them. And then Willie Dehart, he came back this year, and he was a tough competitor. And Andrew Cook got really fast at the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but it was like somebody lit a fire under Andrew.
That's right.
And he got up on the wheel and raced, but you were still, it didn't matter where you started in the field, you always made your way to the front, and you did it clean too, and that's you show these other drivers how you can race side by side and be clean, and you also did it a lot of the times on the top.
Outside, yes.
Yeah, some of the guys, like this weekend I raced at Winchester, and they weren't so clean. So
Yeah, I didn't know.
That's what we heard.
I didn't know if you wanted to get into that or not, but
we got
a
lot of money tied up in these cars, so it's better off to drive it clean, respect everyone else's equipment, and it's just better for sportsmen, for everybody.
Yeah. Well, I agree, and it makes it a whole lot more fun and enjoyable. Not only did you win our championship, and I hate to say it's unfortunate, but it's still a tremendous accomplishment. You finished second in the CRA points.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing because we had it won with 6 laps to go, but.
Oh, is that when that happened?
I
didn't know when that happened on the try. I didn't know it was that close to the end. I seen the video of the incident, and who knows? You know, I'm not in the cars to know what happened, but I know it was very disappointing to you, and it had to be a little scary because I seen your car shoot back up in front of the field.
Yeah, it was a hard hit. I'm just glad it's over, and the stress and all that's over, and I can finally sleep better at night.
There you go. And you got all winter to, well, I don't know. How bad is the car? Are you going to be able to get it repaired for the 75s?
We're trying to. We're still finding dent parts, and we'll see how we come with it.
Well,
Hopefully he'll be
I know all the fans want to see you anytime they can at Anderson Speedway.
Right.
Who's been helping you this year? And I'm sure you've got some sponsorship help, too, you'd like to thank.
The main guy that's been helping me is Travis Burge. I wouldn't be where I'm at without him. I greatly appreciate it. And actually, if we get it done for the 75-lapper, he will probably be the one driving it this time. And my sponsors is GMAC Graphics, School Street Storage, Vertigo, Meadowbrook Pizza, Scott's Paint and Body, my mom and dad, and everyone else that helped on the car, Moonshine, Ricky.
Well, I tell you what, you're a veteran when it comes to the championship stage at the banquet on November the 14th. I know everybody, when you get up there, everybody's going to be proud to see you there again. You represent our track very well, and you represent yourself at other tracks the same way as a champion of Anderson Speedway, and we appreciate that. Josh, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. We look forward to seeing you on the 14th at the banquet.
I appreciate it, Rick. You guys put on a hell of a show. I mean, there ain't no other local track like you guys, honestly.
Josh, that. I appreciate those kind words. You have a great evening. And by the way, Josh wasn't with us, couldn't be with us last Tuesday night because it was somebody's birthday, right?
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
He's getting big.
How old is he now, Josh?
He's 5.
Oh, my gosh. I cannot believe that.
I don't recognize her every time he comes down the start and finish line.
Oh, my gosh.
Can't be your son.
5 years old. Josh Poore, you're still just a young man to me.
Yeah, I know.
Josh, you have a great evening, and we'll talk to you later.
You too.
All right, thanks.
Josh Poore, great young man and a good racer. And
we've seen him in a Thunder Roadster this year, in a Legend car, and ran in a figure 8 in streets. I mean, he's been in everything this year.
him and another one coming up
Yes,
in his
we
shoes,
talked about
Trent
that.
Gosser,
Yes.
and he pops up everywhere.
Yes,
and
he
you
does.
never know what Trent's going to be racing, but whatever it is, Trent's always good.
I guess he debuted in the street stock at Winchester over the weekend, got 4th or 5th
That's
in that.
what-
yes,
that's what I heard.
So, yeah.
Pretty cool. We're going to take a quick break, and we did venture over to Winchester Speedway this weekend. We'll talk a little bit about that. Some big news from Winchester.
Yes.
You're listening to Anderson Speedway's Track Talk. We'll be right back.
Heart attack, stroke, serious injury. A sudden health crisis can happen to anyone at any time. So when bad things happen, choose good people. St. Vincent Anderson Regional Hospital has the area's most advanced emergency care, with a state-designated Level 3 trauma center, an internationally accredited chest pain center for heart attack patients, and advanced certification for primary stroke care. We have all the resources to deliver the care you need for any serious or life-threatening emergency. St. Vincent Anderson Regional is the only emergency department in the area with an on-site helicopter. And our $27 million state-of-the-art surgery pavilion opens later this year. Bad things can happen to anyone. Thankfully, good people are ready to help. Choose emergency care from St. Vincent Anderson Regional, the spirit of caring. Visit stvincent.org/Anderson Regional to learn more.
Honey, stop! Oh my gosh, that's Diggity's back there.
You mean the new Diggity's Frozen Treat Factory?
I heard it's unbelievable. Everybody's talking about it. They have everything yummy.
Yeah, I heard they have ice cream, yogurt, custard, sorbet.
And gelato, plus fruit smoothies, and that's just the beginning.
I heard Diggity's has over 250 toppings, not 30 or 40 like those other places. And you can even get the candy